Hi, I am Anish Rai Chaudhary. So today's topic is cultural diversity. Cultural diversity is a thing that should exist in every society and in every country. Cultural diversity is basically something that every country should adopt. Cultural diversity is basically all those cultures getting mixed along with each other, like the Hindus, the Christians, the Muslims, and also other communities that are majorly in the world. Cultural communities can be not also of religion, can be also of different from different countries. They have different cultures, like the Aboriginal people in Australia, and also the Indian people and the Asian people who have who are predominantly in East Asia, and the Slavs, and also the European people who are there in Europe. There are many different diversities within European people also, and also in the Indian people. So there are huge cultural diversities in every part of the world, and we should keep those cultural diversity intact as long as possible, because a different cultural diversity means a different culture, and there are many different changes that are there, and we should keep all those things intact because those are important for the growth of humanity. Because with cultural diversity, we need we learn a lot about the culture of that country. It is better not to westernize or not to change the culture of the country, so that we can make use of that country be and then destroy the culture of that country. So cultural diversity has many positive impacts, like when we when there are real. So cultural diversity is basically that should be there. So you can't say that there are so if in a class of 50 people, if they're all white people and no brown or black people, is it really a great class? Because I don't think even the white people would agree with me, because if there is no cultural diversity or there is no other people coming from that batch, so it will be really monotonous for even the teachers to teach. Cultural diversity is also important for everything in education, and we should involve all people in education in everyday life, so that we can grow together in life. And cultural diversity brings us a lot of things, like we can go to those countries and visit those countries and then learn a lot of things, go to those tourist places and eat those special foods that are present only in that part of that country. Like here in India, the North India is completely different from South India. North India has really different delicacies. They have different festivals here. And in South India, it is basically somewhat wholly different. They worship different deities. They worship different gods, and they have a different cultural diversity there. So this is the whole difference, and everyone is quite they're really well about it in India, because in South India they have different festivals, like all those other festivals that are not present in North India. And in Eastern India also we can say that cultural diversity exists, like in the country, because in Eastern India here the main festival is Durga Puja, and we have also different delicacies, like we have mainly delicacies of fish and curry. These are the main delicacies. If we go to the northeastern India, it is a whole new cultural diversity, because it's mainly a mix of the Mandarin diversity and the Indian diversity in the northeast India, and it is also really something great to watch. I have also went to Wave Northeast around 3 times, and it was really a great visit to those places. And if there is no cultural diversity, if I had went to those places and found no cultural diversity, no difference in foods between them and us, so how can we be content with with visiting those those places? So this is really something that I need, because if we want to if we want to visit all the places in the world, there should be differences between us and those cultures present in those places, because we can't enjoy those things in our contemporary places in India. So this is something that we should watch for, and we should keep the cultural diversity intact in the whole world. Moreover, the black population in USA, they also have a cultural diversity. So in USA and Europe, they don't live together. In USA and Europe, they have different alleys and different roads demarked for them for cultural diversity, and it is important. Cultural diversity should be there, and there should be some type of difference between all those cultures. That's why there is cultural diversity. There should be some difference, but we should not fight between ourselves regarding cultural diversity, and this shouldn't be a problem. We should enjoy our lives and mix with people with different diversities and live a life that is true worth living. And the most important thing is, if we uh, if we think of the Chinese people who are there in the who are there in the in China, there are different sects of Chinese people. Even in Japan also there are different sects of Japanese people who are living in Japan, who have different lifestyles. Some people in Tokyo has a different lifestyle, has a different culture in relation to a person living in a village in outside Tokyo, in the outskirts of the country. So that is really something, that is a cultural diversity also, not only of the culture of the different communities, but also the culture of the different places. So this is the cultural diversity that we all seek out. Moreover, there should be cultural diversity within religions also, because for a religion to be existent, we should not stop that religion, and we should always help everyone practice their religion, and we should live let them live their life and don't interfere in their practices. So this should be a norm, and people should follow it.